G'day, just on a bit of a carp hunt today. This season's been a bit of a hit and miss just from all the flooding we've had. So it's mid-April now, which is getting a little bit too close to winter for my likings, but I thought I'd give it a shot while the waters are clear. Tactics today, I'm not really going to change too much from what I usually do. I'm just going to walk the edges here and sight cast with my little damsel pattern. There's a few fish sitting pretty high in the water behind me there, but it's fast flowing, which is not ideal, but I'll give it a shot and we'll see what happens. Alright, there's a lot of fish in this pool. All just sitting high in that current over there. It's going to be a bit tricky. Going to have to be fairly accurate, as the fly's just going to go straight past them. And I cannot see these eat either, so... Oh yes, straight away. Awesome. That actually would have been a really cool spot for dry fly, but right, he's only a tiny little fella, but man, there's a lot of fish over there. I hope that didn't spook everything too much. Oh, another one. Wow. Alright, another little one out of there. That's actually an extremely unusual way to fish for them. They're just hanging up in that current really high, and I cannot see the eats whatsoever. So I'm just casting up and basically just nymphing it down and just seeing that little tick in the leader and just hit them. But that's the second out of there, and that's actually really fun. We've got a mate following him. He's actually hooked in the top of the head. Right, I've got a fish right in front of me there. I was fishing from the other side, and these guys were just grabbing stuff floating down out of the current. But then as soon as I get over here, nothing. Yeah. Actually got a bit of energy for this time of year. Man, he's fat, eh? Must be spawning for sure. Actually capable of spawning all year round in the right conditions. Oh, straight away. Might walk this guy down. There's a few berries dropping in here and there's a lot of carp just hanging off it, so I'm getting down here. Probably won't spook the rest of them that's in there. Man, that barely hit the water. Just that little bloop sounded like a berry all over it. He's not a huge fish. Just pinned him up the side of the face actually. There's a heap of berries just dropping into the water there and they're just hanging around. So I casted at one fish there and this one just come out of nowhere and just ate it. Just that splash hit in the water was enough to trigger him. Well, I've just collected some of these berries they're feeding on. So these are dropping out of the camphor trees. And just that little splash there just gets their attention and they come cruising over. But you can get a berry bite on multiple different trees. Mulberry's a big one, but sort of don't get too many of those here. But when these are on, they're pretty locked onto it. Yes. Alright, these guys here were just feeding out of that foam and just chucking a lap in this little eddy. So just a smaller one, pinned in the top of the lip on that little damsel. They all seem to be around about the same size though, coming out of those big floods we've had, but good fun. Right, that's a wrap. So I didn't actually count how many fish I got today, but I fished a few different locations. It's a bit of a pleasure walking these banks after the floods have been through here. Everything's just totally clear. Nymphing those fish, man, how cool is that? I've never seen them feed like that. Not being able to see that eat. I was dropping quite a few, but you know, bit of fun. I got a bit of a walk out of here, so thanks for watching.